Hey, what's up? 931ZAK, the Sam Six Show with Robin Renee. Oh, man. It's about that time for y'all to tell us how you feel. You already know where I'm going at, majority. We've been talking about it already on Instagram here, on my channels. What's up to everybody on Instagram? So, I was reading the comments after Ross, Snoop, Nelly, Soulja Boy, got their bread for the inauguration. And now I think we all agree what ticked us off was about, what ticked most people off, was when they brought the clip up of Snoop that I played earlier, which was hilarious.
Man.
And then he turns around and he works where he's performing, whatever party it was. Right. Now, a lot of people say, because I asked the question, if you had that opportunity, would you do it or would you not do it? Some people say even if they needed the money, they'd rather go broke than to make that choice to be, to be up there with him, in support of him. Because what's the saying? All money is not what?
Good money.
Yeah. So I also read where some people said, hey, it's business. If I had a chance for my business to be at the inauguration where I can be in the building, in the room, and move around with people, they would take the opportunity. Would you take the opportunity if that happened to you? Now, and I'm not making up an excuse for Snoop. Y'all hear me cracking on him all day anyway. I'm going to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, their pockets in our pockets, we don't know their pockets. Evidently, he must have needed that $3 million he's supposed to get?
Listen.
But he just got, you think he got more than that?
No, I doubt that he actually needs it. That man just was the
host
of the
just
Olympics.
The Olympics got paid.
$8.5 million he just got for the Olympics.
How much?
$8.5 million, $500,000 a day.
And that's not even including the endorsements he got surrounding it.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, the way they live, their lifestyle is not everybody else's lifestyle.
True.
So we can count their money, but can we really count their money? Then the other thing I want to throw out, I just like to make y'all think, if that's okay. Can I make y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
It could be some favors that was done that was old that we don't know about. And if not, remember this? Right. Remember that? I don't know. It could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember I did this for you?
That could be Nelly's situation right now as well.
Yeah.
He had a case pending and he just performed at the inauguration. He said he did that for free. So that ain't money situation for him.
And I was told a lot of these are for free because of what it can bring them after they do it.
Well, the crypto ball was not for free because Soulja Boy was paid. He also performed at that crypto ball.
He said he needed that bread, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. He said he needed it. He was honest at least. But so I believe Snoop was paid, but the inauguration, which Nelly performed at, that was not a paid gig from what we know.
Yeah, and he just didn't know what he was saying when he was responding. I didn't know. I couldn't follow him.
And he just got uncanceled from the whole tip drill and all that stuff. People just started bringing him back on, and now here we are again.
So
I think Ashanti helped. He had a new baby.
They didn't cancel Ashanti. Some of her fan pages and stuff.
But again, this is why people don't do politics. A lot of times people don't want to do politics. No one wants to talk. They want to be honest about things. I want to hear from you, and we're going to read some of your comments here on social media. Had you had, I don't know what type of business you may have. I don't know, you a singer, you can rap, you can, get up there. You can, I saw one of my people say, hey man, if I got a chance to cater, she's like, if I got a chance to cater, my business will be all up in there. I'm just reading what I'm seeing on social media. It's mixed feelings. I mean, because now listen, we heard Stephen A. Smith pretty much say that, and I quote, what do you say? Some on the lines of he felt almost like he was pressured to vote for Harris.
If you don't sit your grown
No,
self
no,
down.
this is some real conversation, y'all. It's because sometimes people
I do
really
feel that
don't
is
tell
real.
the truth how they feel because they feel like they're going to be shamed. You're going to be counseled anywhere you go. And when you get to talking about politics, oh, I ain't messing with you no more. I ain't messing with her no more. You got whole people get a divorce over politics.
Nobody's in the voting booth with you. First of all,
I'm just saying. You really can't say, and that's why the world is so phony, because you have to sometimes be phony so you don't get counseled.
That's true.
I'd rather for you to tell me who you are, and I know who you are. Like when they be talking about censor this and censor that, at least I know where you stand.
And then I think for us, as black people, a lot of, I think like what Stephen A. Smith was just saying, just to give some clarity to what I think he was saying, was that if you're a black person, you kind of didn't feel like you had a lot of options here. So even if you didn't agree with Kamala as the person who should be in office, you didn't want to vote for Trump either. So it was kind of like he felt pressured because of that situation. I don't know if he liked either candidate more, but it was kind of like he felt he had to go with the candidate that looked like him.
And I'll say this, and sometimes when you stand, and y'all need to see Kenya head, she like, sometimes when you do that, and you heard me say this even when I was talking about with Monique and all what happened with her, sometimes when you stand on that, you're going to be out there alone when it comes down to whatever that may be for you. People may hold you to what they think you ought to do, but how do we know they won't do it if they had the opportunity, depending on where their finances are? Some people will, and we see it all the time.
but this is your reputation that you've been standing on. This is the things that have come out of your mouth. So that is the only thing that people can go by, is what you say you stand for. And when you go out of your way to go the opposite way, yes,
we're
you
not
can
saying
do,
without saying nothing.
right. But
Don't
you
even-
can do whatever you want to do, but people can react the way they want to react to something. So yes, go ahead, to get the check if that's what you want to do. If you want to go against your whole brand and everything that you've told people you stand for, fine.
I want to see which one of you.
Yeah.
But
I'm
people
not buying
gonna
it,
do
the
what they
check.
want.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. The check for Snoop, I'm not buying it with him.
You not buying it?
No, not
all
Snoop.
that Martha Stewart
I'm not
money.
buying that. Snoop is technically, if you look at Google, the most famous rapper in the world. He can go get a check somewhere else.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So we want you all to chime in. What's your take? What's your thought here? We try to hit every angle possible. And are you counseling Snoop? Are you counseling Nelly? Rick Ross? Who else was it? Was it Carrie somebody?
Carrie
Oh,
Underwood.
Carrie Underwood. I
Carrie
didn't expect
Underwood.
anything more from her. She could do that.
All right, what y'all got to say about it, man? Holler right now. Come on.
Miss Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah. What's up, man? Oh, y'all couldn't hear? Oh, y'all, I guess they can't hear me on this thing. All right. Hey, can y'all hear? Someone said they couldn't hear earlier, but no, people responded.
Sam, somebody texted me, said they would take the opportunity.
They
Wow.
said what?
I'm telling
They
you.
said what?
They would take the opportunity
You
Take
are
it.
to work with the president. They said people saying they wouldn't, they lying. I don't know. I don't.
It depends
I
on,
wouldn't.
man.
Not that.
I wouldn't.
It-
I wouldn't.
Not that.
Just because God gonna provide. If you stand on your morals and values, it's not like you ain't gonna find something.
Yeah, he
Wouldn't do
does.
anything for money.
He does. He will provide, and sometimes you got to. He provides through people, through your enemies, through people
No,
you don't
that's
even
true.
you don't
And
mess
ooh,
with.
like that, that's a Fendi fact.
So
but you got
that's-
to think about what it can mean for you long term, because that's also a trick from the enemy.
That's right.
So you got to be careful with it. It might look like it's God, but it ain't always God.
So okay, so
You got to discern that one.
hold on. Hey, welcome to the show. What up?
Sam, how does one make a song F the police, and then a couple of decades later he's donating money to the police, he's supporting the police? I mean, I support law enforcement, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
you got some.
But
Yeah, I got some good law enforcement friends and family.
Yeah, I got it in my family too, but I'm just saying the overall majority of that particular, industry, it ain't for us. I mean, I know my relatives working as law enforcement officers. I mean, I understand that too. I know there's some decent ones. But at the same time, but some of these rappers and entertainers, they get to rubbing elbows with the elites, and they just completely just turn their back on the community that they came from. You know, that's all I could come up with. I mean, they just want to stay at the status quo, you know, and they don't care nothing about anything else going on in their community anymore.
You think that's what it is?
That's exactly what it is. They can't.
I say that when they make that music anyway, they the ones who put them on. Let's really look at this now. It ain't the black folk who put that bread up to do it. They was dancing and doing that before they went out there for Donald Trump. When you hear Rick Ross calling women out their names, that's what they were doing. So it ain't like they turned it. This is what they do. That's part of the entertainment industry. Am I lying?
Facts.
Look, what positive music that's a number one hit from a rapper right now today, other than you and ITY? And that still wasn't number one hit. Everything else is about how low can you go? Shake that ass. I put a Molly in her drink. She didn't even know it. And we ain't mad about that?
Oh, absolutely. But to do this other pivot, though. I get
it. I get it. And then for you to turn around and say, I'm just looking and wait for one of you. Well, I'll be the one to, what do you say? I'll be the one to do a dance for yourself.
Jigaboo.
Ain't no way. And I'm going to stand on what I'm saying, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a different world that we may not be in tune to, of different things that have happened, that favors are owed, or this might so happen to come out. I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm just saying.
Well, either way, it was some payment, you know, because...
You said either way?
Either way, yes, because they set him in the middle of the stage.
Hey, yeah.
You remember in Living Color had a skit, you know, trying to get in Club Shea Whitey, you know, to kiss the ring, you know. That's all I can come up with.
Man.
All right, man. I appreciate you all the time, man.
For sure.
Yep. I'm telling you, Kenya, Robin, they got a phone call to say, you know what's on their tape?
Well,
you know what's on that tape, boy.
Oh wow!
We expect for you. We expect for you to be on time.
I think we
about
could have.
this part. They did say not even they. Trump pardoned Harry O. I forgot about that part. Harry O was the person who initially put the money up for Death Row Records, and he and Snoop Dogg are now in partnership with the new Death Row.
Say it again, because I want to make sure everybody hear this.
So Harry O was pardoned by Trump. He was the drug dealer who actually was pardoned by Trump. And Harry O and Snoop are now partners with Death Row. So this could be, like you said, a repayment of some sort for him getting Harry O pardoned. I forgot about that part.
You can't play in these fields and these games and not be able to. You don't know what the favor may be. So let me say that, depending on what type of you're dealing with.
I'd rather see Snoop Dogg in some type of compromise and tape than that.
Well, I'm pretty sure he probably would. That he chose not to.
Well.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is more so.
I mean,
he
his
got
wife
that
runs
pardon.
a strip club, so
Yeah. He said he got that pardon. You owe up.
Yeah, y'all need to fix this.
Yeah.
y'all just making up stuff for him at this point.
I'm not.
At this point, that's
it's
not
no
the case.
way that he just woke up and said, "I'm going to be there." I'm going to stand on that. It's
He
no
was
way.
dropping it like it was hot in the middle of the stage.
And he had to, depending on whatever he is caught up in.
Okay.
That he don't want you to see. You may be okay to see him and Diddy.
That's a good brother right there. That's a good brother. Go ahead and stand up for him, cause all right.
Hey, what you want me to say? He just woke up and all of a sudden he there?
But you guys, let's think of it from this point. If you had a family member or a close friend or an associate who got, and it was clemency that he got, Harry O, not pardon, he had clemency, would you not show support for the president that did that for somebody you loved?
Or you gonna stand on business and just watch everything crumble?
I mean, because everybody's
that's
situation
okay. Because
is
your
individual.
people, I would say this. I'm gonna be honest. I know Ken, you don't want to hear this. You can stand on business and turn it down, and then you can be out there Not to say you got to do it. Everybody got to do what they got to do. And the very people that would have counseled you if you would have did that, they ain't going to be there to help any damn way.
First of all, I feel that people need to stop idolizing these celebrities, and then we'll be in a better place, because everybody is a human being. He's a human. He did some human stuff, and that's this, that, on that. You have to be accountable to yourself. But also, I feel that that is, you know, what we bought into for Snoop Dogg. And if he thought that it was worth risking his whole life's work in hip hop, in rap, his voice in the community for whatever the favor was, then that is his choice.
Yeah, and I bet you it's better than him, whatever that was. This was better than that happening. I can guarantee you that. I can't see Snoop just saying, I'm about to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just how are you today?
All right.
We see deception in this world today. Snoop Dogg is all on his Facebook page talking about he not a sellout and it was for money. Okay, it was for money, and you sold out when you went with Martha Stewart too. I mean, that's their greed, and it's showing today what the world is about.
How did he sell out with working with Martha Stewart?
All of it was for greed and money, and I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I see this every day as an educational teacher. We showing our future generation where Malcolm X and Martin Luther King came from is real sad. We had nothing on TV for Martin Luther King yesterday, but in my household, it's 365 days we talk about Black history. You can want to take it back to the way it was. It ain't going to happen on my watch. It's not as me going in as an educator. Some of our children don't even know stuff. And he said he want to represent the children. He do all this sports stuff. Do the right things for the kids. This world is showing us wickedness now. It is. It's not showing us nothing for the future generation. We confusing them with no care for one another. I'm not saying that he couldn't go there. You making money. You make it. He has grandchildren too.
People are making money. People are right now. People have religious beliefs, right? Let me be clear on this. Have religious beliefs, and they're working and do things that's totally against what they believe in for a check.
That's what's up now.
I'm being real.
That's the sign of the times today. And COVID-19, it's a sign of the times. And COVID-19 pulled the wolves off of real folks. But I'm going to be a real folks till I leave this earth, because I'm in the sight of the future generation every day, Monday through Friday. That's where I'm founded at. Yes. And my grandmother marched with Martin Luther King and all of them that wanted us to have a better place. That's all I'm saying. It won't happen on my watch. It won't happen on my watch.
When she marched with Dr. King, what type of shoes was she marching in? She didn't have no heels. They was flats, right?
No, that was flat shoes. And check this out.
Yeah.
She was fighting for black folks to get welfare in Cleveland, Ohio. It was flat shoes. She was fighting for us to get some welfare when they weren't giving it to us in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. That's what's up with my grandmama. Yeah, I got her soul and her mindset. That's what's up.
Love it.
You all have a lovely day.
Appreciate you, beautiful.
About Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Soulja Boy, and Rick Ross. Keep on trucking is what I'm saying.
All right. Appreciate your call today.
Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking is what you do. Yeah. I said nothing negative about it. Yeah, Snoop, but he on Facebook. Check out this quote on Facebook.
He crying right now?
Huh?
He crying? Is he smoking? He crying?
No, he wasn't crying. They got his picture with a quote that came out of his mouth. And here's another thing. The president that we have been said a lot of lies and forced misfortune too. And all the stuff he signed up on, he's a foolish man too, because some of them folks might come to hurt him that he a party.
All right, girl. Oh, boy. If y'all want to get in on the line, too, you can call. The number is 216-578-0931. Everybody on the ground, you're welcome to call in as well.
Yeah.
Good dialogue.
I mean, some of those leaders back in the day, they wouldn't, have compromised.
No, they
That's why
wouldn't.
they had to kill them.
Yeah, some of them wouldn't. You
We don't have that.
you had Dr. King who was nonviolent and I couldn't handle. I'll be honest with you. If I was living in, I couldn't handle that with Dr. King. I'll whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah.
And so he would probably be upset at me. Sam,
What he would do?
Sam, you can't do that. We must march. You can't whoop ass.
Right.
And then Malcolm be like, come on, Sam. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I
cannot sit back and
for
allow that
money
stuff
to
back
be,
then.
I would, if money is the reason, I would be very disappointed if money was the reason
What do you mean?
for him to do it. I would wish that it was for
I'm telling you,
somebody was tied up in a basement or something.
I'm telling you, I believe what Robin mentioned a few minutes ago, and is something tied to that.
I hope so.
It's the only way. That's not the way that he wrote.
Well,
He ain't gonna come out and tell you that.
But it
I
seems
don't
like
know,
a
though.
public lynching to put him
Yeah.
out there in the middle of the
Yes.
stage and make him kiss the ring.
I'm telling you. You think he woke up and said, "Oh, I'm about to go perform for Trump"?
Did you see the faces in the crowd? Like nobody was vibing with him. So it's like the people who have spent money on your records, the ones that listen to you, the ones that prop you up, wasn't those people. And they still ain't going to be those people.
Well, no, his fan base probably are those people technically.
They weren't even moving. They had not even... nobody waved their hands in the air.
I'm not going to put anything past any man. I will say that. I'm not putting
That's
anything
right.
past anyone that they have made a decision and changed their heart of what they want to do. So I'm not going to give him that pass saying, oh, he had to have a real reason outside of just choosing to support Donald Trump, because I do not know that. But I do know that if he has had a heart-to-heart with Trump and he has an understanding that they now have, has nothing to do with us, that might really just be what it is. He supports the man now. That just might be what it is.
And somebody asked me, I like this one, God is my president. That's right. Someone said, what kind of things are people with religious beliefs doing that are against their beliefs? I can tell you, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Depends on what you believe in. So I give you one. Some of y'all are so religious that gambling is wrong, but you gamble with your 401k and you invest in things that you would never do, but you make money off of it. Some of you are not gamblers, but that's what you do.
Some of y'all ain't got no business listening to us.
Yeah, because y'all so
Yeah, y'all listen to secular music.
Yeah, you should be listening to gospel 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Some of you if you sell cigarettes or liquor, then that's against, some people religion.
I think this is a good lesson, though, in general. Don't put people on pedestals.
Right.
Do what you can do in your life, because people are just people. I don't care if it's a doctor,
They gonna let you down.
If it's a celebrity, if it's your favorite police officer, whoever your favorite occupation is, favorite person is, they gonna do some stuff too. So all you can do is be accountable to yourself. Stop putting these people up, because they're always going to disappoint you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's right. Do not put your trust in man. I ain't gonna start preaching with you. What I meant what I said.
See, it seems like some people are using Trump as a means to an end. We don't know what Snoop is trying to do in the future. I think that's what happened. This is what's happening with Robert F. Kennedy as well.
And I mess all you.
I remember that.
See, Robert F. Kennedy, they're trying to put
Because that
him
wasn't
in
about
office.
face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't about face, because he actually presented the Democrats with an option to come in and do his, transformative work with the healthcare system and all of that. And they said no. But Donald Trump, surprisingly, is all in.
Yeah.
So this is what's, surprising for some people, because you're like, well, we have people who did not support Trump and what he stood for, but it seems like RFK has a very clear goal, and Trump was the only one willing to allow him to come in and do the work that he wants to do as far as switching the way things are with Big Pharma and how we look at medicine in America.
Buckeyes, yes. Shouts out to the Buckeyes.
But, what does that say about, what we're dealing with in
Nappy
society
wings.
right now? If everybody's talking out both sides of their neck, it's like, which face gonna show up today?
For sure.
You have to be phony these days in order to do what you got to do. Because if you say how you feel, you have to deal with this side. Then you got to deal with that side. If you want to put it out there, fine. Because you can't. There's so much stuff. What I believe and what I want to say, I just don't.
I think with politics, it's one of those things where they make you choose a side, but you don't always fully agree with each side.
No, you don't.
Even the side
Neither
that
one
you've
of them.
chosen.
Absolutely.
So that's why
correct.
I don't like how you have to agree. Like, you might like some things that a Republican candidate
Correct.
is proposing.
Correct.
Yes.
So I think that's why we have to be honest about, okay, I might align normally with one side,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean I can't sit here and tell you that I agree with this, that, and the third from
Everything.
the other
That's
side.
right.
So I think that's the issue here. People feel like they have to be locked in somewhere, and you don't have to be locked in. Like, that's not how you got to be. And that's what we have created with this two-party system.
Yep.
Better break it down.
And then, is anybody upset that Obama showed up and Michelle didn't? Are we talking about that?
No. They booed
Did
him.
we talk about
Yeah,
that?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw it.
But luckily he didn't hear it, because that was at the Capital One Arena. So he was walking out. He was silent.
Here we go. Oh, he know. He knew what they was gonna do.
But nothing's gonna change. I bet the neighbors know my name.
Hey, welcome to the show. What up?
Sam, how does one make a song F the police, and then a couple of decades later he's donating money to the police, he's supporting the police? I mean, I support law enforcement, don't get me wrong.
You got some.
But
I got some good law enforcement friends and family.
Yeah, I got it in my family too, but I'm just saying the overall majority of that particular, industry, it ain't for us. I mean, I know my relatives working as law enforcement officers. I mean, I understand that too. I know there's some decent ones, but at the same time, some of these rappers and entertainers, they get to rubbing elbows with the elites, and they just completely just turn their back on their community that they came from. That's all I can come up with. I mean, they just want to stay with status quo, and they don't care nothing about anything else going on in their community anymore.
You think that's what it is?
That's exactly what it is. They can't.
I say that when they make that music anyway, they the ones who put them on. Let's really look at this now. It ain't the black folk who put their bread up to do it. They was dancing and doing that before they went out there for Donald Trump. When you hear Rick Ross calling women out their names, that's what they were doing. So it ain't like they turned it. This is what they do. That's part of the entertainment industry. Am I lying?
Facts.
What positive music that's a #1 hit from a rapper right now today, other than you and ITY? And that still was a #1 hit. Everything else is about how low can you go? Shake that ass. I put a Molly in her drink. She didn't even know it. And we ain't mad about that?
Oh, absolutely. But to do this other pivot, though.
I get it. I get it. And then for you to turn around and say, I'm just looking and wait for one of you. Well, I'll be the one to, what do you say? I'll be the one to do it damn for you.
Jigaboo. Yeah, Jigaboo.
Ain't no way.
Jigaboo.
And I'm going to stand on what I'm saying, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a different world that we may not be in tune to, of different things that have happened, that favors are owed, or this might so happen to come out. I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Why you think your boy like that?
Well, either way, it was some payment, because...
He said either way.
Either way, yes, because they set him in the stage.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
You remember in Living Color had a skit, trying to get in Club Shay Whitey, to kiss the ring, That's all I can come up with.
Man.
All right, man. I appreciate you all the time, man.
For sure.
Yep. What's up? What's up? Boyd, what's good? That's right. Your morals or your money for these performers performing for Trump. Yeah. No, that is already planned out for Michelle. She made us aware. Yeah, she told me. I remember I asked her. I said, "You want to do something?" She said, "I'm out."
Clearly,
she was like, "I'm out. I'm not doing nothing political."
And I was surprised to see her come out for Kamala, but she came out.
Yeah, she's gonna come out for her. I would imagine that.
Because she had said she was done.
Yeah, she said she wanted nothing to do. Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. And what do y'all think about I got it here. All right, so let me get this right. That woman that this guy set on fire on the subway in New York, some teens found him. 3 Brooklyn teenagers who helped catch this subway arsonist. This dude set this woman on fire, just walked up to her, right? Mm-hmm. Sick.
Sad.
And so there was a reward for $10,000. 10 racks. The teens called they called 911 instead of calling Crime Stoppers. So they're being denied the $10,000.
That's crazy.
How insane is that?
With all the kids doing wrong these days, some kids do right, and you penalize them because they didn't call the right phone number. Maybe they didn't have the Crime Stoppers number handy at that moment.
Exactly.
That is insane.
That is insane.
That is so.
I hope they do right by those kids.
Yes.
And actually end up giving it to them, because that makes no sense.
Who is Crime Stoppers? Are they associated with the police?
I thought so. I'm sure that's what the kids thought.
I don't know.
Yeah. So they're saying that.
Right, because if you
police
call
stop
Crime
and train,
Stoppers,
apprehend the suspect. However, the New York Police Foundation insists the Crime Stoppers hotline is the only path of the rewards.
So if you call the police and the police come, it looks as though they actually the people who apprehended them, or
maybe they want the credit.
See, it's crazy.
I'm lost.
This is.
That's
Hopefully
unfortunate.
people make that right, because I think you have to support the things that you want to see more of.
Yeah, man.
Poor kids.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Trying to teach kids something, they do the right thing. Hell, they didn't have to do it. They could have just kept on going.
Right. To try.
Hey, that's old boy. Take a big. They could have just kept on.
And he was apprehended. He could have been back on the streets, still on the streets, to do it to someone else. But no, I guess we don't value that.
They say that's the same thing that happened to the person who called the guy, or the guy who killed the CEO in New York. So they wouldn't give him the bread either, because he called the police. He didn't call Crime Stoppers. What kind of stuff is that?
Oh wow.
So, but that's not just a common number. 911 is something that is burned into our memory.
1-800 Crime Stoppers. I gotta look and try to spell it out.
I still don't know what the number is.
Look at your phone. You got three alphabets on each number. I'm trying to do that, and I got the dude. I'm trying to look. Hold on, man. Be still. Hold on. Be still. I got to call Crime Stoppers. Be still. Hold on. I got to get my money for you.
You would think they would be connected. And are there different numbers for different cities as well?
Oh gosh, so this makes it even more hard for you to actually do something like that.
The amount of clicks I'm going through just to find this number is crazy.
Yeah, they just said let's call 911. They figured that was the best option, and it backfired on them, unfortunately.
Okay. So the tip line in Cuyahoga County is 216-252-7463. If you know.
So put that in. Give it again. So put that in your phone. So you can, because
Get
you
your
won't be able to
bread.
remember that.
Yes. 216-252-7463. That's the tip line. For Cuyahoga County only, though. If you somewhere else, then
Oh man,
got to look up that.
I tell you, man. Who else is on here? All right. Yeah, my cousin. It's all a game. He says, you know, some people have got paid out. It's just a game.
That's crazy. Because don't they have to call the police anyway?
Yeah, you got to call the law.
The
So,
Crime
Tremaine, yeah.
Stopper people ain't going to show up at the spot
Come on.
with no handcuffs, right?
J Tech, what's up, man? What's going down? I'm just saying. All right, y'all, we behind the scenes. I'm about to go back live in a minute. So we doing both here. Just wanted to holler at y'all today. Make sure everybody's good.